right, guys, this is it. This might be the last episode of ISS Vanguard. We are at the Builder's Vault, and we got to figure out what's going on here. So we've got this Builder's Biome Bot. So we need to do something with it. Evidently, we have to do something with each one of these corners, too, to unlock the vault lock, because it says... In this role, S1, S2, S3, and S4 represent icons on section dice placed on pedestals in sectors 2, 4, 6, and 8. So if we got those, then I think we have to put dice here. I don't know, but let's get into it. First, our mission is opening the vault. Chaotic energies and electrical discharges in the air are too much even for our mech suits to handle. Fortunately, the objective is almost within our grasp. We must find a way to open the door of this ancient vault. Fully explore Builder's Vault, Sector 9. So yeah, we fulfill this objective. We have a gathering storm condition, global condition. It says sparks jump between fingers of our mech suit. Small discharges hit the lightning tower. So evidently, lightning is coming. Okay, so it looks like, I wonder if we should enable the tower. It says the lightning tower, the highest point of the area, seems to draw in violent lightning strikes. So we can enable the tower. I just wonder if we're going to need to, enable that stuff first, maybe. I mean, it looks like it is my guess. We can travel to the plateau, so that will push it in 3 or 7. So maybe that's what we need to do first. Let's do that. So space warping pedestal, the multifunctional pedestal. So yeah, I mean, I wonder. Maybe we should inspect the reliefs. So we need someone that's got pickaxe, compass, and science. Man, I guess Sam would be the best one for that, maybe? Xenology, Rim's computer would be good for a mirror. So let's actually have a mirror start. Oh, but what's going to happen is it's going to travel. So hold on just a second. Place the POI card from the sector with the Builder's Biome Bot at the bottom of the Biome Bot's POI pile. Move the Builder's Biome Bot to the connected sector that's one number higher. Okay, and then place it in section 2. So it'll go here, and then here, and then it says travel and then biome change. Place the POI card from the sector with the Builder's Biome Bot at the bottom of the Biome Bot's POI pot, then place the top card from the Biome Bot's POI card and place it on top of any cards in the sector with Builder's Biome Bot. Okay. So it'll travel, so it'll go here, so it'll pick up anything that's on here and then place a new one here. So actually that'll be fine. We won't be able to return to the tower, but we'll be in position, I guess. So yeah, so let's do first action. We're gonna have Amir spend a die. And we're not gonna need science, so let's spend that. And he's gonna move here. And then we're gonna move with a die to a connected sector. So let's use this one. And then move here. Okay, and that's both of his actions. So we draw an event. Perilous Overlook. We do not line up. So we progress a bunch of time tracks. So this one gets progressed. This one gets progressed. So we travel. Let me just double check this. Place the POI card from the sector with Builder's Biome Bot at the bottom of the POI pile. There's nothing there. Move the Builder's Biome Bot to the connected sector that's one number higher. Okay, one number higher. Okay. there's no such sector, place it in sector 2. Okay. Important. Builder's biome bot will never itself enter the sector where origination beam is present. If origination beam is present in the sector, Builder's biome bot would travel to cancel that travel instead. Okay. Biome change. Place the POI card from the sector with Builder's biome bot at the bottom of the. Okay. Then take the top card from the POI pile and place it on the top of any cards in the sector with the Builder's biome bot. Okay. So we would do this, right? We get Serene Paradise, a window into a garden world full of friendly life forms and edible fruit. Each crew member who ends their turn in this sector refreshes 2 die and draws 1 section card. Whenever you rush in this sector, refresh all die. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So that's that. So we're in the multifunction pedestal. This pedestal looks damaged. Many cables and wires of the interface are frayed and shower the top with sparks. Okay. So the next time, so he's not going to do anything the next time, and then because he'll just reset the track, then it'll travel here and do that, so it'll place something there, and then I guess it does nothing all the way around maybe until it picks up this. I don't know. It's confusing. Okay, so either way, we got to keep moving. So maybe we should go over here since we're gonna have more time. Strength shield. Science would probably be Nereo. So let's have Nereo double move. We'll move here and here. So that's just 2 die. 1, 2. Okay. So that's his turn. So now we draw another event. Does not line up. So we progress this track, we progress this track, so we reset the track. Okay. Then Strength Compass Wrench. Yeah, I mean Vakujlo is kind of okay. Sam is kind of okay. I mean, we don't have the best people, so let's have Vakujlo go next. He's going to spend his 2 actions to move here and then move here. So 2 die. That's his action. And then Secret Tunnels. Nothing lines up. So we progress the time track, progress this time track. So it travels. Okay, oh, I see. Hold on. Okay, so it picks up this, puts this down at the bottom, then it moves, and then it places this one here. Molten Hellscape, a window into the world that looks like the inside of a pressure cooker filled with superheated acids. Each crew member who starts the turn in this sector rolls the danger die. You can take samples and gain unique discovery 31. Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. And then Sam's turn. And the problem is we don't want to go in there yet. But we might need to, right? So I think Sam is just going to spend a die to move here, and then I wish we had some Sam charges so we could keep it from moving a little bit. Maybe we could trap it for a couple rounds. I guess I don't want him to go in there yet. I want it to wait. So yeah, maybe he'll prepare for a second action. All right, so that's his turn. So now strong event. Floating debris. We don't line up. So this gets progressed and this gets discarded. Forest of Lightning. Each crew member who starts their turn in a sector with the lightning bolt and without the builder's biome bot immediately rolls a danger die. Ooh. Warning, a destructive storm will break out soon. Yikes, that's not good. So all these places are gonna get it. Okay, well, next round. Who do we want to start? Let's maybe have a mirror start. I mean, maybe we should start with Nerio and Recon because he can reroll the danger die. So let's have him go. So he needs to. Each crew member who starts their turn in a sector with a lightning bolt. Okay, rolls a danger die. 2 for A is gain the wounded injury. So yeah, he's going to spend a marker, reroll his danger die. 3 for A is nothing. Okay. So now, Crawling Pedestal. The small fractal shards that remind you of the defeated Metahedron crawl all over the pedestal like a swarm of angry insects. Maybe we should inspect the reliefs first. So let's spend a die. We need strength and shield, so we don't need a wrench. So let's spend a wrench, and let's go to 563. Away team exploration report for 1945A.
Away team exploration report 1945A. Contrary to all other ornaments and glyphs we've seen so far, the decoration of the pedestal was weirdly photorealistic. Its first panels introduced a planet in some far-off galaxy we couldn't recognize. The planet had no water, a thick acidic atmosphere, and crushing gravity just short of a habitable zone. Despite all this, life was born there, on the brims of thermal vents. The life slowly evolved into a sentient organism that had a very high percentage of non-organic matter and metals in its body, and was very long-lived. Its squat conical shape perfectly matched the crushing gravity of its world. Its inability to make any quick moves promoted careful planning and long-term thinking. Was this the origin of the Builders? If so, they were unlike any other being we've discovered so far.
Interesting. I also royally messed up because it even says if the dice check is made by the security section, crew member or with their assistance, the crew member performing this dice check may spend any standard success result as vanguards. Whoops, I should have read that beforehand. I didn't get any of them right. So that's fantastic. But let's go ahead and try it anyway. So Nerio's second action, that was his first action, inspect the reliefs. Second action is connect to the interface. Strength, shield, and a DNA. So maybe these. DNA. We can reroll any number of green, reroll any number of green, move 2 to make 1 with brackets. So maybe this. Let's do that. Oh yeah. So he gets it no problem. So yeah, strength, shield, DNA. Actually, strength, DNA, shield. Okay, so we go to 733. Okay, the crew member performing this special action or any assisting crew member in the same sector may lose 1 die to imbue the pedestal with a part of their memories and experiences. This die will be lost permanently. Place a sacrifice die and an outline on the point of interest card in your sector, any side up. The side you choose will determine 1 icon of the open lock special action in Sector 9. there are 2 icons in the chosen side, you can use any of them for opening the lock. Please note, any effects that replace or cover the point of interest card also remove the die. If it is removed, remove it from the game permanently. Oh, okay. So we have to, oof. Okay, well, we don't have enough. We have 1 round of nothing, 1 round of this, 1 round of nothing, 1 round of this, and that'll get rid of that die forever. So we're gonna have to be very specific about it, right? We're gonna have to wait for it to get here and then have all of them enabled really quickly, I guess. And then man, I'm not sure exactly how to resolve this. So it said something about it will not travel if the re-origination beam is present. So I don't know how to do the re-origination beam. Maybe we do need to enable the tower. I don't know. Well, either way, that was his second action, but I don't think we're going to put a dice down yet. So we figured out what we need to do, and it'll probably be a deadly trap. Okay, roll the danger die, or roll another danger die, or lose 2 die. So that would keep it from moving, but we kind of want it to move. So maybe we'll spend Observer. We can immediately draw another event card. Enticing Vista. That does not line up. So yeah, we were gonna progress the time track on this. Progress the time track on this. That's Nerio's turn. Then I wonder if Sam should go into this hellscape and gather some stuff. He needs a strength, a computer, and a pickaxe. I mean, it's kind of doable. Yeah, let's have Sam go next. Sam's gonna go next. He's gonna spend a die to move. Oh, first off, he's got to roll the danger die A. 3 is nothing. Then he's gonna move, so he has to spend a die. So we'll spend the wrench. Then each crew member who starts their turn in this sector rolls a danger die. Okay, we don't start our turn in that sector, so we just take samples. We roll the danger die. My poor eyes. B. And then we also need a strength. We need a computer and a pickaxe. So let's do this, this. Sure. All right, there's pickaxe, computer, strength. We get 1 for B, is lose a supply. Dang it. Okay, but we get what we need. So we gain unique discovery 31, which is Xenonite, the hellscape that the biome bot connected to contained a previously unknown element. Okay. I don't know what that's going to be used for, but all right. So that's his second action. Okay. So we got to draw an event. Thieving creature does not line up, so we progress this time track, progress this time track. So we travel, so we pick up this, put this on the bottom. We travel, and we place the top one here. Serene Paradise. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering what we should be doing. Wonder if we should return to the tower and try to enable the tower and see what happens. Let's do that. I hate to do that. We spent a whole round traveling there, and then now we have to do back. But yeah, so first we have to roll a danger die. Nothing. Oh, and actually, Sam didn't need to because he didn't start his turn in electrical field. But okay, he didn't get anything, so we're gonna do this and this. So 1 die, 2 die. For Kujlo, and we're gonna need a computer, a wrench, and a xenology. So we do 1, 2. Okay, so that's his turn. Draw an event. Oxygen leak does not line up. So this gets progressed. This happens. Ionic waterfalls. Entire columns of waterfalls of heavy ionized particles come from the ceiling, overpowering the null field. Each crew member who starts their turn in a sector with a lightning bolt and without the builder's biome bot immediately rolls a danger something F die. It's 2 dice to move to a connected sector. Okay, and so then Amir's turn. I mean, are we in the wrong positioning? Maybe I don't know. I don't know if it matters. I don't know. Let's have him inspect the relief. So we'll spend a die. Spend this red one for his first action, and we'll inspect this relief. 429.
Away team exploration report 1945B. The photorealistic panels on this pedestal present a rise of civilization. The strange, squat, conical-shaped beings we learned about on the previous pedestal now started to create things. Most of their technology seemed focused on self-engineering. Non-organic extremities allowed them to shape themselves and easily fuse their technology directly with their bodies and silicone-based nervous systems. Instead of vehicles, they had exosuits that rode on large caterpillar tracks. Instead of houses, they had attachable, foldable shelters. Instead of schools or hospitals, they had suits that taught and suits that cured. Due to the extreme gravity, it took millennia for them to create vessels capable of reaching the escape velocity of their homeworld. They entered space as a mature, advanced civilization. Like the rest of their technology, their spaceships were not artificial habitats meant to carry them from one place to another, but a direct extension of their bodies. Thus, they not only became a spacefaring species, they became a space-born one.
Interesting. And then, oh shoot, he needed to roll the danger F die, right? Gain a critically wounded injury. Ooh. Gain a critically wounded injury, I guess. Oof. That sucks. Okay. Which this one in red. So that was his first action. I mean, second action, should we just get out of the way? So yeah, let's move here. To roll 2 dice, no wrench, no computer. Let's just roll these 2. Okay, 2 DNA, so we're good. That's the second action. Okay. I feel like I'm wasting time here. Low visibility. Lose 1 supply or roll the danger I die. Let's lose a supply. Okay. At least the time track doesn't progress. It would have been a good time to just do it, right? Okay, that's everybody's turn. Who do we want to start? Let's have Vakujlo start. Instead, I'm trying to enable this tower. So we need a Xenology, a computer, and a wrench. We have no way of getting a wrench, so hopefully this Vanguard's going to help us. So maybe we should prepare for the first action. Yeah, let's prepare. So we get focus. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a computer, a Xenology, and a wrench. Accident, so we want to do, let's use Respite to reroll one die. Vanguard. Okay, perfect. So that's done. So now we go to 897. Find out what this does. Place the Reorganization Beam threat card in the indicated space on the top of the planet board. Okay, this one's confusing. Reorganization Beam. Place a marker in the indicated space next to the Travel Fast rule. Okay. Place a Reorganization Beam standee in Sector 7. Not sure where that is, so we're just going to use the bombardment one. So Sector 7. Replace the card in Sector 1 with 446. Okay. Active Tower. The tower focuses the energy into a slow-moving ionized beam of destruction. Change the beam's speed or reset the beam. Okay. So move the Reorganization Beam to the connected sector that's one number lower. If there is no such sector, place it in Sector 8 instead. Travel fast. Place the Reorganization Beam in sectors that two numbers lower and may be reached with Travel Pass. If there's no such sector, place in Sector 8 instead. Builder's Biome Bot is present in Sector Reorganization Beam with Travel to. Cancel the travel instead. Okay, so it looks like one number lower. So we want to move it to slow. And then we want it to move here. We're going to have to like time this just right. How is that going to work? Okay. Okay. Well, I wonder if we can do it without trying to game this too much. Travel fast. Okay. And then token there. Now what? So that was Vakujlo's turn. Right, he prepared and then he did it. Vertigo. We don't line up. So this gets progressed. This gets progressed. So this gets reset. This gets progressed. So it travels. So it goes sector that's two numbers lower. 6, 5, right? If there's Biome Bot is present in the sector, Reorganization Beam would travel to. Cancel that travel instead. Okay, so it doesn't move. So we need it. Yeah, we definitely need it to go slow because it's going to get caught here. It's going to be in between. So 2, 2, 2. Oh, to 8. Okay. So it would go 1 and then 8, and then it would skip. So maybe we don't. I don't know. It's gonna be really hard to time it. I'm kind of in the idea that maybe we just need to wait for this thing to move out of this sector into that sector, and then immediately pop them and go for it, right? That's my thought, anyways. So which one do we want to pop last? So this one doesn't have anything in between it, so it's going to go from here to here pretty quickly. So maybe we need to hit it when it moves from here to here or from here to here. So we don't want to enable this one, but we want to jump in immediately to it, right? So let's have Nereo. We're going to move twice. And we're going to use the jetpack to do it. So we're going to just spend 2 red, and we can. So we're going to go here. So that was his turn. Faint clues. Nothing lines up. So we progress this track. We progress this track. So it picks this one up, moves here, and it places the hellscape down. Okay. And this is going to travel, so it goes here. And that's progressed. So now, yeah, I just don't know. Are we out of position at this point? Because I think so. I think that's the problem. So that's Nereo's turn. Oh, and we needed to roll the danger die for him. The danger F. 1 for F. Gain a critically wounded injury. Oh, jeez. Oh, hold on. I think I've got a card. Oh no, that's for Kujalo. Oh yeah, he would have gone, and then we can put in a thing and roll our danger die. 1 again. Critically wounded. Great. Maybe we have Amir go next. Yeah, because Amir doesn't have to roll the danger die for being in the electrical field. And maybe we just have him prepare. So this goes away. We'll have him prepare twice. So we get stubborn and further analysis. Okay. It's his turn. This gets violent eruption. Nothing lines up. So this gets progressed. This gets discarded. If there are no cards in the slot, place the following card space up stack. So we're back to Gathering Storm. This gets progressed, so it goes 2 down. This gets progressed, so it resets the track. Okay, now it's Sam's turn. So we want Sam to be here, right? So, but we actually want to go ahead and just turn this and this on. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the time to do it, right? We want to do it now. I think. Yes. So let's have him try to do this. So we need a pickaxe, a compass, and a science. So he needs to rest for his first action. So let's have him rest. He'll draw a card. Reroll 1 blue. I think I'm just going to discard it. Okay, then we get 13, so we get 6 dice back. Okay, that's his first action. And then second action, we try to connect to the interface. So we need a pickaxe, a compass, and a science. Okay, so maybe we should do this and this. Okay, pickaxe, science. So we've got reroll any number of blue die, efficiency. Let's use that. Okay, that didn't help us. Okay, so here we'll use stubborn. Move 2 from the roll pool to the owner's spent pool to turn 1 other with the result with brackets. So this will be the one with brackets, and then we'll return these. So that give us a pickaxe, a compass, and a science. Okay, let's go to 733. Oops. Okay, 733. Okay. Crew member performing the special action or any assisting crew member in the same sector may lose a die to imbue the pedestal with part of their memories and experiences. This die will be lost permanently. Place the sacrificed die in the outline. Okay, so what do we want? What do we have a lot of? So who do we want to do this final check? So we have a lot of xenology. So maybe we do a xenology. I think just about everybody has a xenology, so let's do that. Whew. It's a little scary. Okay. So that's his second action. Drone event. Deadly wildfire. Yeah, we're not in position. We're not in a good position to do it right now. So we're gonna have to do it when it goes here. So this is gonna go, so it picks this up, travels here and puts this down. This gets progressed. So it goes 2 down. If it can't, it goes to 8. So it goes here. Oh, okay. And then reset the track. Yeah, but it's going to have moved on. Oh, I understand. Oh. Oh, I got it. We have to change this to slow right now. It will go 1 number lower. So it would try to move here. It can't, so it would stay. This would try to go, that's 1 number lower. Oh, did I say 1 number higher? So it would try to move and can't. So yeah, we just have to move it right now to slow. Oh, okay. Okay, so next round. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so let's have Vakujlo start. His first action is going to be change the beam speed. So we need a shield and a science. So he needs to rest first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we get 6 dice back. So we need, so that's his first action. Second action, change the beam speed. So we need a shield. Like that. Let's try that. Okay, good. Shield. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're all over the place. So yeah, we got it, no problem. Shield and a science. Change the beam, so we got a 358. If the marker on the reorganization beam threat card is placed on the fast space, move it to the slow space. Okay, otherwise move it to fast. Cool, so now it's at slow. Now, when it goes, it will travel and it will move the reorganization beam in the connected sector. It's 1 number lower, so it'll go here. But if there's a biome bot present, cancel that travel instead. So that'll get canceled. Then this will travel. So place the POI card from this sector with the builder's bot in the bottom of the biome's POI pile, and then move. It says important, builder's biome bot will never itself enter the sector with a reorganization beam present. If reorganization beam is present, sector with the builder's biome bot would travel to, cancel that travel instead. So it's going to move here and can't. We don't have to time it at all, guys. We don't have to time it at all. Okay. It feels so much better. So that's Vakujlo's second action. So now let's draw an event. Sudden cave in. Nothing lines up. So this gets progressed. This gets progressed, so we reset the track. This gets progressed, so it would travel, but it can't. Okay. Good job, Vakujlo, and me for dumbly figuring it out. Okay. Now all we need to do is we need to go around here and do all these things. So, so let's have Nerio start. Ooh, and I've got a good idea. So let's have Nerio start next. And his first action, let's have him move. So he spends a die. Then each crew member who ends their turn in this sector refreshes 2 die and draws 1 section card. Whenever you rest in this sector, refresh all your die. So ends their turn in this sector. So should we have him just rest? Let's have him rest. So then he draws a card, stubborn, and refreshes all of his dice. I think that's worth it. Okay, so that's his second action was rest. His turn is now over. Avalanche. We do not line up. So this travels, it can't. This travels, it can't, but it does pick this up, I think. Oh no, it's so cancel that travel instead. So it actually sit right here. Right? Yes, okay. All right, so now what? Sam's turn, or Amir's turn. Let's have Amir move here for his first action, so that spends a die. Which die do we need? We need a Synology Wrench and Computer. So we'll spend a shield. And then second action, we're going to connect to the interface. So yeah, we need a this. That'll be enough. Yep, no problem. Okay, so we go to 733. Okay, so we can place a die. And what do we want to place? A lot of people have DNA. So let's do a DNA. Okay, so that's Amir's second action. Draw an event. Stuck. Does not line up. So we progress this time track. This time track can't travel. Reset this track. Okay. Great. And then Sam's the last person. Maybe we should have him travel. So we'll go move here for 1. So that gets him here. Or no, 1 and 1. So he has to burn another die here. Okay. So that's his, both of his. Oh shoot! What did I do? 1. Did I have the Kujlo? I can't remember. So 1 and 1. Here we go. There. He's moved. That's his turn. Draw an event. Strange microbiome. Doesn't line up. So we progress this time track. This gets progressed. This gets progressed. But nothing happens. Oh, we would do a biome change. Oops. So it would just park here and switch it whenever we do a biome change. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that sucks, but that's okay. All right. So now it's everybody's turn. So we need Oh, actually, what was I doing? Let's instead, he was here, right? Let's have him move twice and end up here. Same thing, but what was I thinking? So let's have Sam start. He's gonna need to rest, so we're gonna spend our final supply to rest. So he draws a card, and then he gets 12, 6 dice back. He needs strength. Oh, he's kind of the wrong person for this. So he rested. And then I guess, should we try it? Oh, you know what? Let's do this instead. This one. Okay. Then, so we need a strength, a shield. Let's do this. Let's just do everything. Whoa! All right, let's just roll it all. And then what we can do is we're going to use the multi-port interface to treat any standard success as a Vanguard. Okay, we don't need it. 3 Vanguards right there. That's all of it. We don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, so there's that. We did use that. So now what do we want to put in there? We got a lot of science, it looks like, too, so maybe we'll put a science. Oops, we don't have a science. We can do a science or a computer. Maybe that. There we go. Okay. That's Sam's turn. An event devouring torrent. Ooh, it does line up. Discard 1 equipment. Ooh, so I guess we'll lose our jetpack. I think we're gonna have to. Yuck, that sucks. But we don't progress time tracks, which that's nice because we can move about a little bit more freely still. Nerio is going to go next. His first action is going to be move. Oh, he has to start. He has to roll the danger B. 1 for B. Gain a lose 1 supply. Okay, we can't lose any supplies. So then he's going to spend 1 die to move here, and then let's then. I'm wondering. Let's inspect the relief. Did we do that one yet? 614.
Away team exploration report 1945C. The panels here chronicle the rise and fall of a strange race of conical beings, capable of long space voyages, nearly immortal, hard-working, and able to modify their bodies at will. The conical species quickly spread all over their galaxy. They were teachers and custodians, bestowing their technology on lesser races, unifying them under the flag of their science and culture. They were the Builders. Even a couple of them, working almost constantly for a couple of centuries, were enough to terraform or settle a new planet. Soon they were setting their eyes on other galaxies. That's when the impossible happened. A contagion appeared on the fringe of their galaxy, spreading almost at the speed of light. Some fundamental shift in the state of matter the reliefs couldn't explain. It originated somewhere close to the center of the universe and slowly shifted every particle in existence into a different state, like water freezing in a trough. Even with their galaxy-spanning empire, the Builders were unable to stop an apocalyptic event of this scale. Their science failed to understand this universal phase shift. Was it somehow tied to a critical point in the expansion of the universe? Was it a weapon used by an advanced species from another galaxy to eliminate them once they got too powerful? Whatever the cause, the Builders couldn't make sense of it. They couldn't find a model of the universe that would help them understand or stop the phase shift. And all advanced civilizations civilizations in their galaxy who shared their science and philosophy were just as helpless. A unified galactic culture proved just as vulnerable as bacterial or agricultural monocultures. The phase shift consumed their entire galaxy in just 40,000 years.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, and then second action, let's try to get this. So we need a compass, a wrench, and a strength. Let's do this and this. Let's do that. There we go. That was 2 vanguards. Compass, strength, wrench. We get it. 733. Okay, and we do the die that we remove forever. So maybe we do, what do we got? So we got science or a computer, a xenology or DNA, maybe a strength for this one. We've got a lot of strength, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. All right, so that was the second action. An event, cooling malfunction, lose a red die. Ooh. Yikes. I guess we're gonna lose this red die. But we don't progress time tracks, which is good. It's his turn. Vakujlo. Now let's have Amir go first. So Amir's gonna move, so he spends 1 die. He's gonna move here. He spends another die to move here. So that was his 2 actions. So now he draws an event. Deep fracture. We do line up. It says lose 2 die to gain a mineral discovery or roll the danger eye die. Let's roll the danger eye die. 2 for eye. Gain a wounded injury. I think this Mexu Guardian, we can reroll danger die, so let's do that. 1 for eye. Gain a wounded injury. Guess we gain a wounded injury. There we go. Okay, that's his turn. And now Vakujlo's turn. We're gonna have Vakujlo move here to the vault lock. So he has to roll the danger A die. 2 for A. Is gain the wounded injury. Oh yeah, sorry. Anytime when you would gain an injury, do not gain that injury or an injury die. Field surgery. So we'll use that. We won't gain that. So that's his first action. And then we can have him start unlocking, right? Right? So we need a xenology, a DNA, a science or a computer, and a strength. I mean, we could do it here. Reroll any number of red. So we need 4 dice, so 2 to 1. As long as we get 1 computer and 1 strength. We can reroll red. Let's try it. There we go, perfect. Strength computer. Then what we can do is we can do, oh no. Oh, I thought we had, I take that back. I misread my card. I thought it was move 2 to the roll pool to the spent pool to turn 1 other to the Vanguard result. But I thought it was 1 with brackets. So we would need a strength computer. We need this to be moved. So let's prepare. No. Let's just let's exert first. So we'll lose this blue die, this green die. We'll get 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to roll 2 extra die in this pool. Okay, so now we got this, we got this, and then we can use focus. 2 from the roll pool to spent pool to turn 1 other to the Vanguard. That's a Vanguard now. We'll get rid of these 2. Sorry, I completely misread the card, or I would have used a lot more dice. So there's that. And we'll progress this time track by 1. Oop. Okay. That's Vakujlo's turn. Got an event, low visibility. We have that. Lose a supply. Can't lose a supply, so I think we have to roll a danger die. Danger eye. Nothing. Great. Okay. All right, next round. We need to get Nerio moving because he is way back and we can't travel from here, so we have to go all the way around. So he is going to move twice. 1, 2. So he'll just spend 2 die to do that. All right, that's his turn. That event. Extreme Scintillation does not line up. So now we progress this. So this gets discarded. Each crew member who starts in a sector with a lightning bolt has to roll a danger die. Travel is 1 die, but we can't get a wrench or a computer. This resets. This goes to travel, but it can't. All right. Sam's gonna go. He's gonna double move. 1, 2. So he has to exert. So he'll use his green die. We get 5 dice back. We just don't want computer or wrench. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 die, or 1 die to move, 1 die to move. Ooh, accident. So we can re-roll 1 die with respite. There we go. Okay, so now he double moved. So he's good. So now we draw an event. Quicksand. Don't line up. So we progress this time track. Progress this time track, doesn't matter. Progress this time track, doesn't matter. Oh, but it actually switches its biome. Okay. All right, that's Sam's turn. Vakujlo. Or a mirror. Let's have a mirror exert, so he's going to spend that red die. It's 5 dice back, and we're going to need, we're going to need Xenology. Maybe we should have him double exert. Sure, let's do that. So that he gets all of his dice back. Okay. Double exerted. Then his first action is going to be move, so he has to roll a danger A. 3 for A is nothing. Then, so now let's have Vakujlo assist. So that'll get rid of our strength, hopefully. We need a science or a computer, so let's do this one and this one. And then we need Xenology. And a DNA. You can reroll any number of red. You can treat any DNA as a Vanguard. You can move 2 from the roll pool to our spent pool to turn 1 other to the result with brackets. Okay. Reroll a green and reroll a blue. Let's do it. Oops. So these get rolled. This gets rolled. Shield, that doesn't help us. Vanguard computer, that does help us. Xenology helps us. Science helps us. No. So we got computer, xenology, and then we can use this for either a strength. So let's do this. Let's have military training for Vakujlo. You can reroll any red die. So reroll that. Double shield. That's not going to help us. We can have. This will work. So 2 from the. We'll do stubborn. 2 from the roll pool to the spent pool to turn one other with brackets. Amir is going to do that one. So this will go to the spent pool, and this will go to the spent pool, and this will go to the brackets. That gives us 4, right? Yes. So we progress this one more. Cool. Okay, draw an event because that's his second action. Overpowering force, we don't line up, so we progress this time track. This time track gets progressed, this time track gets progressed, and we're okay. And Vakujlo, that's his turn. Vakujlo's going to go. We're going to have him exert. So let's have him get rid of this compass. Yep. And then his first turn, we're going to try to get it again. So this. Let's just roll all of them, and then let's have him help with, what are we lacking here? Yeah, we'll have him assist with that xenology. Ooh, maybe we'll have him prepare for his first action. We get focus, 2 from the roll pool to the spent pool to make 1 to the Vanguard. Then second action, let's roll. Okay, so we got a computer, that helps us. We got Vanguard, that helps us. We got a strength, that helps us. And we got this, that helps us. That gets all 4. Okay. So that progresses at 1. Whoo boy. Okay. That's his second action. Draw an event. Trackers does not line up, so we progress this time track, so this gets swapped out. This gets done, reset the track, this gets discarded. So now ionic waterfalls is happening, which is bad. But we reset this. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if everybody needs to be there. And the nice thing is what we can do, let's do this. Let's have a mirror. Let's have a mirror prepare twice. Yeah, 1, 2. So we'll get rid of this one. That's his action. Draw an event. Suit puncture. It does not line up. So we progress this time track, this time track, this time track. Nothing happens. So that's Amir's turn. We're gonna have Vakujlo prepare twice. So 1, 2. Okay. So his turn's over. Draw an event. Does not line up, so this gets progressed, this gets progressed, this gets progressed, so this gets switched. Okay, I was hoping that we could reset this track so it goes back to normal movement, but the nice thing is we can have, let's have Nereo exert. he's got 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he's going to spend both of his action, double move, 1, 2. But he uses jetpack, so he just has to spend 2 red die to do that. And then, oh, he has to roll the danger F die first. F. Gain a critically wounded injury. Ooh. Oh, let's reroll the danger die. 4 for F. Nothing. Okay. Good. And that's his turn. Hopefully he progresses the time track. Hurricane, it does not. Discard every lead token from the discovery decks, or each crew member loses a die to gain 1 lead of each type. Nope. We just lose all of our tokens. We don't progress the time track, which that sucks. So now it's Sam's turn. So Sam has to roll the danger F. 3 for F. Gain a panicked injury and lose a supply. He doesn't have anything to lose, so he'll gain the panicked injury. Okay, but he gets to move. Oh no, sorry. And then he moves. He has to spend 2 die to do that. Yep, good. No accidents and no computer or wrenches. And then he'll spend 1 more die to move here. That's his turn. Malfunction. We do line up, lose 1 supply, so we don't lose anything. Okay, that's our complete round. Oh, you know what? Let's do the observer. Let's re-roll that. Let's re-roll that advanced event. Oh, it doesn't line up. So we actually progress this time track. This gets reset. This travels. We do this, and then it goes back to normal. Gathering Storm again. Yes, good. Okay. That's the next round. So if Nereo start, I don't think it mattered, I guess. So we'll spend a wrench to move here, and then a science to move here. It's his turn. Pyroclastic bomb, nothing lines up, so this gets progressed, this gets progressed, this gets progressed, so this swaps out. I don't think it matters anymore, but just in case it does. All right, let's have Sam move. So he just has to roll the danger die. A1 is spend a dice. We're gonna have to exert. Whoops. Let's do a pickaxe. And we get 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have to spend a die for that danger die, but we move. And then second action. I don't think he's in a good place to be trying to roll for this, unless we exert again. Let's exert again. Get rid of the pickaxe. We got 5 dice back. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Then, should we try it? Or should we wait for Nereo to get all the way there? I think we'll be okay. So we need a science or a computer. So he's gonna roll these. He's gonna roll his wounded die. We need a xenology and a DNA and a strength. Okay, and then somebody else can assist. What are we lacking? Let's have Vakujlo maybe assist with what though? Science? Sure, let's do that. Okay, so there's our science. There's 3 vanguards. We're done. We got it. This does not trigger panicked, so that goes away. And yep, so we got 4, right? With all that. And we progress this, and we go to log 758. Oh, I'm so excited about this, guys. Place all crew members in Sector 9. Oh, we didn't even need to wait.
Away team, exploration report 1945E. Each time one of us connected with the pedestal, the lock of the vault changed to better represent our capabilities. Finally, the door opened. We entered, our floodlights unable to pierce the thick darkness within the pyramid. Once we were all inside, the ground disappeared under our legs, just like the entrance. We floated in the void, unable to speak, detached from our bodies. With some new sense our physical bodies did not possess, we felt time rushing back. Thousands of years were going by in a split second. Then there was light. Time began to flow in the right direction again. A planet was emerging from the dark background of space in front of us. Surrounded by unfamiliar stars, in a galaxy much different from ours. We floated closer, the planet jumping in and out of focus. The vision seemed very fragile, but our concentrated thoughts were somehow able to stabilize it. The planet was now in full view, though it kept splitting into 3 very different images. We understood we all had to focus on one of them if we wished to stay within the vision.
Okay. Splitting into 3 different images. Okay. All players discuss and choose the following. The planet was a habitable super-Earth planet with abundant life. The planet was high pressure, high gravity, volcanic hell. The planet was a blue ball of water in the middle of a habitable zone. Oh. Oh. We have to remember their story. Would it be cheating if we looked at 733? Because we have looked at all of them. I don't think that's cheating. Because we did study the glyphs, right? So we would have known this stuff. Just because I forgot doesn't mean it's bad, right? Okay. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. 429 was one of them. Yeah, okay, so the first panels introduced a planet in some far-off galaxy we couldn't recognize. The planet had no water, a thick acidic atmosphere, and crushing gravity, just sort of a habitable zone. So, yeah, volcanic hell looks like.
Away team, exploration report 1945G. Despite all odds, life appeared in this unlikely world. It took millions of years for an intelligent species to break the confines of their high-gravity planet and reach space. This long-lived, hard-working race of conical beings.
Okay, so these conical beings, it said, unified the galaxy, assimilating all other races and cultures, conquered the galaxy, enslaving all other races, decided not to interact with any other races, and did their best to become invisible. So they had long-term thinking. They unified them under the flag of their science and culture. They were builders. I think this top one, right?
Away team, exploration report 1945H.
Okay.
The history of this powerful, promising race was cut short as something horrific began to happen. It was
The invasion of space-borne parasites that devoured entire suns. It wasn't an even larger empire or a universe phase shift that threatened the entire matter. Okay, it's the top one.
Away team, exploration report 1945F. A long vibration went through the hulls of our mecha suits. The vision fizzled out, suddenly interrupted. We began to fall. Next thing we knew, we were back at the entrance of the closed vault.
Did we pick well? Place a marker in the last slot before the outcome of the green track and open the lock. Place a marker in the last slot before the outcome of the green track and open the lock special action in your sector. We did it wrong. What did we do wrong? 758. I'm confused by what we did wrong. Yeah, so it's a high pressure, high gravity volcanic hell. Yeah, it wasn't in the middle of and it didn't have abundant life, so that's the only option. So 466. Despite all odds, life appeared in this unlikely world. It took millions of years for an intelligent species to break the confines of their high-gravity planet and reach space. This long-lived, hard-working race of conical beings unified the galaxy, assimilating all the races and cultures, conquered the galaxy, enslaving all races, decided not to interact with any other races, and did their best to become invisible. They assimilated, right? 493. The history of this powerful, promising race was cut short as something horrific began to happen. It was an invasion of spaceborne parasites that had devoured entire suns, an even larger empire from neighboring galaxies that decided to eliminate them. No, a universal phase shift that threatened the entire matter of the known universe. Maybe that's it. 552, let me just glance. It is. Okay, I think that I misinterpreted what was being said. I'm just going to go ahead and let myself do 758 again.
Away team.
Okay. Planet of high pressure, high gravity.
Away team. Exploration
Simulating
report.
them.
Away
A
team.
universal phase shift.
Away team. Exploration report 1945I. The race known as the Builders fought back. They sent FTL ships to distant galaxies. In each galaxy, they built a central, inaccessible vault and seeded countless planets with its engineered, rapidly evolving DNA-based microbial life.
Okay.
Over millions of years, this life evolved. On some worlds, it dwindled. On others, it gave birth to wildly divergent young civilizations. Eventually, some of these species discovered the message left in their DNA and followed it to discover the Eye of the Void. In front of us, a small group of humans explored the vault, found its center, unlocked its content, and now stand near a squat, conical piece of ancient technology with a flat disk and a strange container floating in front of it. The perspective shifts once again, and it takes us a moment to realize we are back in our bodies, and what's in front of us is no longer a vision. We can once again move, speak, and feel the controls of our mecha-suits. Their sensors automatically scanned the conical machine in front of us, revealing strange biological tissues deep within its cone. As if awoken by the scan, the machine started to emit a sound, the same voice we heard when ISS Vanguard first entered this system years ago. Only this time, it did not sound like a recording. It said, "Handshake, winners. You won the race. Your siblings, all slower, less determined. If you are here, you studied many obelisks. You traveled far. You defeated or convinced many others. Now the truth. No treasure here. Only responsibility. Your siblings, they need to grow. Develop on their own. If left alone, one will conquer. One will unify. It was our mistake. Must not repeat. Must become a custodian. Must make sure everyone can grow. Many sciences, many points of view. You will receive tools to do your new job. Weapons, technologies, all on data disk in front of you.
Holy cow.
Do not share. We want others to develop on their own, without our science. The disk floats slowly toward us and lays to rest in our hands. Made of solid platinum and very heavy. The second responsibility. Vigor. A sample of the contagion. A matter in a new state. Trapped in a sub-dimension. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. For less developed species. If it touches one atom of your matter, it will change everything. Your galaxy will be lost, just like mine. You must contain, sample. You must study and let others study. You now have 500,000 years to find a solution, or flee farther. Good luck, our child. I'm not needed anymore. I will go now. The container floats into our hands, just like the data disk. The only thing left in the vault is now this ancient creature from a galaxy far away, its life signs slowly fading until it is as dead as the rest of this place.
Wow.
We can barely fathom what just happened. The apocalyptic threat on the universal scale we've just learned about. The enormous burden placed on the shoulders of species who left Earth just decades ago. The data disk, full of advanced technologies that could save our homeworld. We only know one thing. We're tired and in pain. It's time to leave this place. If only we knew what had happened to Vanguard while we were away.
Oh, what happened to Vanguard while we were away? Take Unique Discovery 32 from the planet board. Insert them into the appropriate Unique Discovery slot on page 30 of the ship book. Okay. It says, Builder's Data Cache. All the secrets we could ever hope to gain. Congratulations, you've completed your mission.
We've reached TCO's escape velocity. Null field operating at peak capacity. The lander is
Oh, this is the
holding,
beginning.
but barely.
Okay, the worst part is behind us. Time to let the old captain hear the good news.
Go ahead. I made some bets before leaving, and I want them to know I'm coming back to collect.
Capcom, this is the away team. We did it. We cracked the vault. We're bringing back things you wouldn't believe.
Vanguard, do you hear us? Weird. No answer. We're still very close to the sun. Maybe there's too much interference.
Oh
But
no.
flying in, we maintained contact all the way through to the edge of the photosphere. No, something must have happened.
I think I have an idea what. I'm bringing up the long-range radar screen.
No, this can't be. It's impossible.
What? What? Return all crew members to the resting crew. Remove all cards, markers, standees, and tokens from the table. You won't need them anymore. I don't know. What if they're wounded? I'll put them here for now. Remove all cards, markers, standees, and tokens from the table. You won't need them anymore. This is going to take a minute. So what about our dice? I think we lose them forever, right? They get removed from the game? I believe so. I'm so terrified by what is just going to happen here. Let's put all these back. Take section dice from each crew board and place them in front of a player controlling the section. Then remove all crew boards from the table. So, but I'm not sure. We might have to keep the crew boards just so I know what's what. I guess equipment or something here. So the equipment goes away. Each player adds all section dice from their section compartment to the dice on the table. This dice pool will be used throughout the ending to perform special risky checks. Oh my gosh, do we do we get our dice? It says take section dice from each crew board and place them in front of a player controlling this section. Each player adds all section dice from their section compartment to the dice on the table. Okay. Oh, unique discovery 31 and 32. Oh, okay. 31. Oh man, we didn't quite get 330. That sucks. Okay. Dice pool will be used throughout the ending to perform special risky checks. Oh. Place the closed Planetopedia face down in the middle of the table so that victory pool slot is visible. Throughout the ending, you'll be asked to add a number of markers to the victory pool. This number reflects the state of Vanguard and its crew, determined both by decisions made in the campaign and any decisions you make during the ending. Their final number affects the overall result of your campaign. Now count the number of section dice each section has and add the following number of markers to the victory pool. We have 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, right? 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, we lost dice. Oh yeah, that's right. Or we didn't get those dice back. Those 4 that we gave, I wouldn't think we'd get them back. Hold on. Okay. So now count the number of section dice each section has and add the following number of markers to the victory pool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 2 markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, hold on. Now count the number of section dice each section has and add the following number of markers to the victory pool. Okay. Well, we have different number of dice because we've given up. I mean, maybe we would get those 4 dice back, I guess, right? So each one would have 15. 15. I don't think it matters. 15. 15. Okay. All right. So we get 4 markers on the victory pool because we had 15 dice. Okay. At this point, the only thing on the table should be your victory pool and the section dice belonging to all sections.
When we left the Thorn Zitcob object, we discovered to our surprise that Vanguard was not alone anymore. Some ships of different races were floating in the system, including a couple of Edemian scouts and an Aragon moth-shaped cruiser. The Vanguard itself looked much older and warier than when we left it.
Weird.
We could not comprehend how the situation could have changed so drastically during our mission.
Time
Soon,
progressed.
a cold, creeping feeling washed over us as we realized there was only one possible answer. More time than we realized had passed since we had descended onto the Thorn Zitcob object. A time dilatation way beyond everything we could have calculated based on the object's gravity. This allowed all races who knew about Vanguard and its travels to discover TZO, despite its cloaking, using their spies, diplomats, or technology. With their presence within the Builder's system, our situation was now much more complicated. We shudder to think how bad the things would be if we had damaged the cloaking of the Eye way back during our very first mission here.
Oh, we didn't do that. Remember, we didn't damage the cloaking. Oh, awesome. Okay, so that helped us. This is so cool. Okay. Add 3 markers to your victory pool. Okay.
shock as we were. From their startled reactions, we quickly gathered that we were like ghosts to them, rising from the dead. So much time has passed since we departed for the Thorn Zitcob object that our names were now etched on the Vanguard's memorial wall and covered in dust. When we asked for permission to dock, we were welcomed by a long silence. We found it suspicious, but tired and in pain, all we could think of was our home. We landed in the empty hangar, our ship groaning and creaking from the strain it suffered during its mission. All the other landers were gone. As soon as we scrambled out, Major Dahl approached with a group of armed Marines. In terse words, she informed us she is now in control of the Vanguard. We were to be locked up until further questioning. As the Marines led us to the brig, we noticed our section leaders sitting idly behind bars, as surprised to see us alive as the bridge crew was. Time passed. Without any form of contact with other cells, we could only guess what happened on the ship in our absence. The idly flowing hours and all the questions that swirled in our minds were driving us insane. Then, during one of the dog shifts, we heard a muffled scream and a thud. Soon after, Anu appeared on the other side of the cell's door. She let us out and informed us about everything that had happened on the ship since our departure. She told us that after waiting weeks for our return, the Vanguard's officers finally decided that the null field concept was a failure. Instead of sending another away team to their deaths, Vanguard started to develop other technologies that would allow them to explore the Thorn Zitcob object, while the Earth's time was dwindling with new global catastrophes occurring every week.
Oh no.
The morale suffered. There was growing unrest. Many began to doubt whether the path chosen by the captain and section leaders was right. Eventually, Major Dahl, who never accepted how the captain decided to deal with intelligent races of this star cluster, led a successful rebellion. The captain was locked up, just like all section leaders and all their loyal crew members.
Ooh, that's not good. Each player takes all crew members from resting crew from their sections and place them on the table in front of them. These are your available crew members. They'll be used throughout the ending to perform special risky checks. Okay, well, let me do that. Kind of makes me wish that I had recruited a few more people. There's nobody in med bay. Now, check your morale on the bridge card holder. Is your morale very low? No. Is your morale high? Yes. Add one marker to your victory pool. Cool.
Major Dahl was sure that if Vanguard focused on military expansion instead of diplomatic efforts, if it subjugated other civilizations and pooled their efforts and resources, the mystery of the Builder's Vault would long be cracked and the Earth saved. With the captain and section leaders in the brig, Major Dahl sent out squads armed with the latest technologies to do just that. Any opposition was driven underground and waited for the right moment. Now, our apparent return from the dead with the Builder's data and the welcome Dahl gave us caused quite a stir among the crew. Anu decided to make a move and sprung us out, hoping that together we could retake Vanguard.
Okay. Add one marker to your victory pool.
Anu sprung us from the brig. Together, we decided to free other inmates from all four sections and headed for the captain, who was held in his own cabin in another part of the ship. Unfortunately, we were too slow. By the time we opened the last cells, letting out section leaders, someone took an interest in the fact that guards had stopped reporting in. The corridors leading up to the brig filled with armed Marines. With so many weak or wounded, we couldn't shake them off, running deeper and deeper into the ship. That's when Anu stopped us and made an offer. She said she could stay behind and tried to buy us some time. We understood she's probably right. Without some help, the Marines will catch up with us. Still, we were reluctant to risk the life of our closest Edemian ally.
Ooh. So let Anu hold off the guards. Leave some crew members to hold off the guards. I think we're gonna leave some crew members. I think it's gonna come in handy later.
We tried to talk some sense into the Marines. Surprisingly, many were not too eager to raise arms against their former crewmates, just because Major Dahl said so. They remembered how far the Vanguard got under the leadership of Captain Wayman and his section leaders, and so far, Dahl's approach did not compare favorably. Some of the Marines laid down their arms in protest. Their sergeant tried to force them to comply, and a brawl soon broke out, allowing Anu to safely flee and join us in our hideout.
Interesting. Add one marker. We got 10 so far.
After getting to a safe hideout, we gathered to discuss our options. There was no doubt we needed to wrestle the control of Vanguard away from Major's hands. But how? The first idea was to break Captain Wayman out of his house arrest, but we quickly decided it just wasn't possible. Now that Dahl turned Vanguard into a warship and vastly increased the number of security personnel, the sector surrounding Captain's cabin was a fortress. Some of us believed we should storm the bridge instead. With its open layout and many entries, it was an easier target, and controlling the bridge would allow us to send our message to everyone on the ship. Another idea was to follow Dahl quietly, wait until she's vulnerable, and capture her, hoping that without her iron hand, at least some of her subordinates would choose to support us. Finally, a couple of us felt that whatever we do, we should try to drum up more support first.
Ooh. Storm the bridge, march against Major Dahl, or find more allies in the ship. Let's find more allies.
Our secret requests for help reached many parts of the ship, traveling from one loyal crew member to another. Soon, we learned that the Irrigator Dead Speaker was one of those who opposed Dahl, unable to tolerate her treachery. She captured him, took him apart, and connected him to the Vanguard's mainframe to retrieve all knowledge about the automated remnants of his race. The only force she knew would never bend to her. We realized this could be our chance. If we were to free and rebuild him, he would take our side, together with his accumulated knowledge of centuries of warfare. It wasn't easy to sneak into the mainframe room, but the Dead Speaker was precisely where our information suggested, laid over a large table, like a blown-up model of alien anatomy.
Make me whole, Earthlings,
He said.
give me a chance to find my end in battle, not here.
The only thing that stopped us from carrying out his request was a dense network of alarm triggers interwoven into his body by Dahl. We knew that as soon as we began putting it together, her Marines would know of our presence.
Okay. Players will now perform a special check using their dice and crew members. Any dice used in the check will be unavailable for any further checks. Any crew members used in this dice check may die. Depending on your choices, you may face several more checks in this part of the story. First, all players may decide to roll any number of their section dice. Then, all players choose any number of available crew members with a DNA, a wrench, or a Xenology converter from their hand and place them in the roll pool. Count the number of DNA, wrenches, Xenology, or Vanguard results in the pool. You need 11 or more points to pass the check. Players may roll additional dice and assign additional crew members until they are satisfied with the result. Remove all dice in the roll pool from the game. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. Okay, so I picked 5 people. I need to get 11. I think I'm gonna roll this die from engineering. Okay, oh yeah, that's 2. So 5, 6, 7. This one from science. 8, 9. Okay, good. Man, I'm killing it. need like a double wrench or something. That's not good chances though. Let's roll this one from engineering. There, 10. And then this other one from engineering. 11. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe my luck. Like, this is crazy. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, oops, and I forgot. Who did I take these from? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I took 3 from this one. So I think I took these 3. So these are gone. And then this is from science, right? Yeah. Okay. These guys are used. 11 or more points to pass the check. Players may roll additional dice and assign additional crew members if they are satisfied with the result. Remove all dice from the roll pool from the game. Oh no, it says 11 or more. Should we assign a couple more people or roll a couple more dice? I mean, it's pretty important. Let's do one more from security. That's 12 now. Let's do one from recon. 13. Okay, I think we're gonna just go with 13. 10 or fewer points? No. Return all crew members and from the pool to the available crew members. Return all crew members from the pool to the available crew members. Add 2 markers to the victory pool. Oh. Okay. So these are all go back to available? Oh, I wish I would have known that.
Once again, we were in hiding. Dahl's Marines were scouring the decks for us. We knew time was against us. Sooner or later, we would be caught.
Players will now perform a special check using their dice and crew members. Any dice used in the check will be unavailable for any further checks. Depending on your choices, you may face several more checks during this part of the story. First, all players may decide to roll any number of their section dice. Then all players choose any number of available crew members with a compass, computer, or wrench convertibility from their hand and place them in the roll pool. Point for each crew member. The roll pool, you need 8 or more for the points to pass the check. Players may roll additional dice and assign additional crew members until they are satisfied with the result. Move all dice from the roll pool from the game. Return all crew members to available crew members. Oh, so I wonder if we could just do this. I mean, it'll go to all. They just get returned to available crew members. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do 9, 10. That's 10. 7 or fewer, 8 or more. 8 or more.
After getting to a safe hideout, we gathered to discuss our options. There was no doubt we needed to wrestle the control of Vanguard away from Major's hands. But how?
Okay, so these all get
The first idea was to
returned.
break Captain Wayman out of his house arrest, but we quickly decided it just wasn't possible. Now that Dahl turned Vanguard into a warship and vastly increased the number of security personnel, the sector surrounding Captain's cabin was a fortress. Some of us believed we should storm the bridge instead. With its open layout and many entries, it was an easier target,
Okay.
and controlling the bridge would allow us to send our message to everyone on the ship. Another idea was to follow Dahl quietly, wait until she's vulnerable, and capture her, hoping that without her iron hand, at least some of her subordinates would choose to support us. Finally, a couple of us felt that whatever we do, we should try to drum up more support first.
Okay. We try to find more allies already. I think we should follow Major Dahl and capture her, and then we might not even need to take the bridge.
Following Major Dahl around the ship was a challenge on its own. She was paranoid, unwilling to move anywhere without a heavy escort. We almost called everything off when Doll finally arrived at Dr. Corey's lab. She ordered all of her guards to remain by the door and entered alone. This was our chance. We made our way to the other side of the laboratory and crawled inside via a technical duct. In the laboratory, we heard Major Doll and Dr. Corey arguing about something related to the visitors. As we slowly crept toward the voices, suddenly a cold, wet tentacle landed on my shoulder. I sprang back, trying not to scream. Behind me was Thrall, strapped to a table in the corner of the lab, drugged and in pain. Even in the dim light, I could see Thrall could no longer keep control of its form, wet tentacles hanging from its shoulders and the back of its head.
Set me free,
It whispered.
she ordered Curry to do this. I have to get in.
Yeah, free for sure.
Consumed by their argument, Corey and Doll barely noticed our approach. When we got to jumping distance, I started to count down, but Thrall was already moving before I got to 5. It confronted Doll, and she reached for her weapon. Thrall's tentacles waved, and in a split second, a subspace anomaly began to form in front of Doll, threatening both her and Dr. Corey.
Interrupt Thrall, jump into the anomaly and try to save Dr. Corey, or stand back and let Thrall continue. I think we're going to interrupt Thrall.
Thrall was furious and lashed out at us for standing between it and its revenge. Major Doll used the moment this gave her to call in reinforcements. We had to flee with Marines hot on our tails, but at least Dr. Corey was safe with us.
Oh, dang.
Once again, we were in hiding. Doll's Marines were scouring the decks for us. We knew time was against us.
Don't get caught. Special dice checks using their dice and crew members. Any dice used in the check will be unavailable for any further checks depending on your choices. You may face several more checks during this, okay? Okay, we do the same thing again. Yeah. Remove all dice from the roll pool from the game. Return all crew members to available crew members. I mean, it would be back here, right? Like, am I playing this wrong? Are these not available crew members anymore? I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I mean, it says, I would say all crew members to resting crew. Move all dice from the roll pool from the game. Return all crew members to available crew. I would say resting crew. That would get them off here, but available crew means back into my hand, right? And they're available. So we would just do this again. We'd do the same thing, right? That doesn't seem right. Okay, so we're gonna try to do the bridge.
Our plan was simple. We pretended to raise a mutiny in a distant aft part of the ship. And as soon as Doll took most of her loyalists to control the situation, we stormed the bridge.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is the big one. Too bad we didn't capture Doll.
The time of our bridge assault drew near, with teams hidden near entrances and diversion groups scattered across the ship. We were almost ready to make our move when Anu suddenly appeared and wished to speak to us. She begged us not to kill one another over abstract differences in our worldview. Instead of violence and bloodshed, she had another solution. Making use of her bridge pass, she could enter and detonate non-lethally Demian gas grenades, designed to incapacitate the feline predators of her planet. This would allow us to take the bridge without firing a single shot. The only problem was, the nerve agent in the grenades was never tested on humans. Despite her assurances that it was safe, we had no way of telling how long it would work, or whether it would leave Vanguard without most of its bridge crew in the middle of a tense situation.
Ooh. Let's trust her.
We let Anu carry out her plan. She calmly entered the bridge and detonated her grenades. were so surprised they barely had a chance to twitch before they each collapsed to the deck, unconscious. As soon as the room was safe to enter again, Anu opened the doors for us. Carefully stepping over the bodies of the officers, we took control of all consoles.
Add one marker.
As soon as the bridge was ours, we sent a message across the intercom and all frequencies, asking other crew members to come to our aid and stop Major Dahl. Nervous minutes of silence followed.
Oh man.
Our call to arms reached every part of the ship, and everywhere it went, it fell on receptive ears.
Good.
Most of the crew declared themselves on our side, including some of Dahl's top lieutenants. But she wouldn't give up just yet. Instead, she gathered everyone still loyal to her and stormed the bridge less than 30 minutes after our incursion.
Okay, special checks on their dice. First, all players may decide to roll any number of their section dice. Then, all players choose any number of available crew members. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it says, then all players choose any number of available crew members with a shield, a compass, or a wrench. Okay. Count the number of shield, compass, wrenches, and Vanguard results in the roll pool. Then add 1 point for each crew member in the roll pool. You need 6 or more points to pass the check. Players may roll additional dice. Remove all dice from the roll pool from the game. For each crew member in the roll pool, roll 1 injury die. If you roll 1 dripping, drip, or 1 radiation, remove this crew member from the game. Players return any other crew members to their available crew. Let's try to do this with just dice. So we need wrench, compass, or shield. Let's go shield. That won't do it. Wrench. Let's do this from engineering. There's 1 wrench. A compass or a shield. Let's do this from recon. That's not going to do it. Let's do this from recon. Nope, that's cocked. That's not going to do it. Okay. Let's do these 2 from security. There we go. That's going to help us. And we needed 6 or more, right? Yeah. Let's do this from science. There we go. Let's do this from science. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's do this from security. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lower people points, no. Add 1 marker to your victory pool.
ISS Vanguard was back in our hands. The section leaders were free, but the struggle was not over yet. While we were busy wrestling with Major Dahl, the situation within the system deteriorated rapidly. Only now that we were in complete control of the ship could we see how bad things got. By now, other races within the Eye already knew that our lander managed to escape the pull of the Thorn-Zidkov object and return to Vanguard. Some even had scans proving we brought some piece of builder's tech back with us. And even if they didn't, the automated messages the Eye was constantly beaming to all ships, asking them to enter and claim, have ceased. It was obvious that humans solved the builder's riddle, and everyone wanted a share of the spoils. Leaders of some alien vessels presented elaborate arguments why we should share the builder's tech. Others offered only crude threats. On the Vanguard's bridge, surrounded by countless flashing screens and incoming messages, we had to make a difficult decision that would change the fate of the entire galaxy.
This is awesome, by the way. This is so cool. Open the shipbook to page 41. Okay. Open the shipbook to page 41, add-on facility card holder. For each planet card with the keyword Allied Colony Embassy. I believe we have all of them. Allied Colony Embassy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Conquered military base or supply raids. Add 1 marker to the victory pool. Okay, so there's 5. So we've got 23 so far. Okay, so we can ask a bunch of opinions, deny the alien request and remain in control of the builder's technologies, accept the alien request, and share the builder's technologies. Ask Anu for an opinion.
You must understand, we are wanderers by choice. As such, the laws of hospitality and equivalence are strong among us. Most Idumeans believe that Vanguard has a debt of gratitude to pay to our people. They think your success would be impossible if we didn't restore your ship after your battle with irrigators. They will not understand if you refuse to share the discoveries from the core star. Many will decide to take justice into their own hands.
Okay. Do you have 10 or fewer markers in your victory pool? No.
However, we did not survive that long in the galaxy by blindly throwing our lives away to fight any injustice. Your ship and crew are strong. You achieved a lot. My people will see and respect that. Many will not contest your choice, whatever it will be. I'm sure you'll find allies among the other races as well.
Okay. Let's ask Thrall.
We have fallen right into the trap of the old ones. Our fate is no longer our own. I told you it was foolish to pursue the riddle of the stills. My race, the visitors, knew that if they passed the test, they would become a tool in the builder's hands. Didn't the builder tell you they will steal your future? We refuse to participate in the games of others or powerful races. We didn't want our future stolen from us. You should follow your example. Destroy the builder's legacy, even if it means you won't be able to save your homeworld. Earth was lost anyway, defenseless, out in the open, a plaything surrounded by older, more powerful races. Use what you know to write your own rules, to create new home for your slaves. Destroy the builder's legacy. Set yourself free, even if it costs you your planet.
Interesting. Does that mean it costs us all the people on the planet as well?
Well, a trivial question. It is you who unlocked the Builder's Vault. It is you who reached Catalyst's ceiling on all possible worlds. If anyone is strong enough to become the warden of this galaxy and burn the Builder's legacy, it is you. Let me answer these requests for you. I will show you all the meddling pests, some true arrogator diplomacy.
Of course he's going to say, you have 8 or more markers in your victory pool. You have 8 or more markers in your victory pool, yes. Ask Dr. Corey.
My God, I never knew it would come to this. I must say, I understand the position other alien races find themselves in. In their shoes, I would be doing all I could to get my hands on the Builder's legacy. But on the other hand, after Project Birthright, I probably know more about the Builders than anyone on this ship. They were smart. They had it all figured out. If they asked us not to proliferate their technology, there must have been a good reason. Just imagine the terrible wars waged with its use. Anomalies extinguishing entire suns. Planets ripped inside out by subspace fields. I guess we should refuse to share anything until we have a firm grasp of the Builder's knowledge ourselves. And even then, I imagine some specific technologies could be too dangerous to spread around.
You have 7 or more markers in your victory pool. Yes. Well, we've asked all the opinions. Here's my thinking. I go back and forth because I'm not sure. One, we were entrusted with this, and they were smart, right? So if we share this technology, just like Dr. Corey said, it could go horribly wrong. Like they could go crazy and destroy things with all of this knowledge. But at the same time, who are we to decide, right? You get this technology, you get that technology. You're not good enough to do it. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just trying to think back if there's any hints or clues. I mean, if we share that, they hinted that, let's see, Thrall mentioned that if we share the technology, then Earth might die. It says, deny the alien request and remain in control of the Builder's technologies. Accept the alien request and share the Builder's technologies. Those are our two choices. I really don't know what to pick. I mean, are we going to hoard it to ourselves and be like the Builders and share just bits of technology unless we prove it? Are we going to free ourselves like the other one said about, and not have that burden on us? If we share it with everyone, then that burden is gone. I think we're going to share it. I think we're gonna share it. But hold on, it looks like I just ran out of storage on my phone. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my phone died. I don't know when it died. Hopefully, we caught most of that on camera. But yeah, I think we should give it up. Count the number of markers in your victory pool. Check the final result. Yeah, I mean, we've got 23, 10 plus.
Despite all the differences between us and the alien races, we could very well tell everyone in the Eye of the Void was ecstatic when we decided to share the Builder's knowledge. We also breathed a sigh of relief. After everything that happened on board, no one looked forward to another conflict. There were some low-key celebrations around ISS Vanguard, but most people embraced the first quiet moment in a long while and decided to rest. Well, apart from Dr. Corey and her staff, who immediately began extracting the Builder's data cache. It turns out it contained everything. Beautiful theories that answered all our questions about the universe, shocking technologies that bordered on magic, and even the relics of Builder's culture. Only later, when we began to fulfill the promise and started to share copies of the Builder's data, second thoughts came to most of the crew. As ships of strange, alien races departed one by one, carrying the priceless treasure to their homeworlds, We began to worry whether or not this knowledge will be used against humanity at some point. I noticed Dr. Corey was especially downcast. When I asked her about her thoughts, she said,
I can't help but feel the Builder's plan failed. Their knowledge answers most of the questions human science had. Suppose everyone in the galaxy adopts their theories and technologies. How will we deal with the threat the Builders were running from? Wondrous as it was, their science proved useless against it. By replicating it all over the galaxy, didn't we set ourselves up to fail in some way?
I didn't know what to tell her. I can only hope future human generations will have a better answer.
Wow. Take your ship book and check if the unique discovery card slots on page 29 and 30 are filled. Take your ship book and check if all unique discovery card slots on page 29 and 30 are filled. They're not. They aren't. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they all filled? No.
This was the end of our journey. It started when we first entered the eye's outer shell and discovered an entire hidden star system inside. It ended as we left this system behind, now strangely silent without the Builder's message constantly playing across all channels. We were finally returning home, a much-changed crew of a much-changed ship. And while most of us decided to wait out the return trip in torpor chambers, the top researchers and constructors of ISS Vanguard used the long space travel to find a way of saving Earth from a crystalline weapon growing within its core. We found this solution, but even the knowledge of the Builders could not turn back time. When the people of Earth noticed a new star in the skies above, their ship returning from its decades-long odyssey, much of Earth was too far gone. Vanguard destroyed the heart of the crystal and stopped its growth. Still, the planet remained unstable, unable to support such a large population. After celebrations and reunions, the truth soon became evident. Even though one journey had ended, more were about to begin. Earth was building new ships, far more advanced than the original Vanguard. Someone had to lead them to the stars where humanity would find a new home. Someone had to fulfill the role that the Builders bestowed upon humans, together with their technology. Countless worlds on the Builders' map were not visited yet, hiding unknown wonders. The masters of the weapon that damaged Earth were still somewhere out there and had to be brought to justice. A new age of exploration and discovery was just around the corner, turning most of humanity into nomads, not that different from the Vanguard's crew.
Cool. Congratulations, you completed the ISS Vanguard campaign. We encourage you to try again to find different endings, visit other planets, and pursue other research and production options. You've completed the ISS Vanguard campaign. Record the names and ranks of your surviving crew members. You may see them again in future campaigns. Wow, that's it. I mean, just crazy. The ending was so cool. How it incorporated all of the stuff that we had accomplished, like the people that we saved and the aliens that we helped, which is just awesome. I wonder what would have happened if we would have chosen like to subdue rather than help out and join, be friendly with all the other aliens. I wonder what would have happened to ISS Vanguard. Maybe like a big war between like insurrection with the aliens or something. I don't know, but wow, that was just so cool. And that decision to share the technology or to keep it was just really, really cool as well. Like I love that that I mean, according from the decision that I made, it sounded like there wasn't like a right or wrong way to do it, right? We could have kept it, and that might have been a right way. Like, I think that the ending is ambiguous for a reason. Like, there wasn't like a right or wrong decision. We might not know what the resolution is for thousands and thousands of years, right? Wow, it's just crazy to think about. I had a great time with this game. One of the best games I've ever played. The story was just really cool. Yeah, I loved every minute of it. I'm sad to see it ending, but we will be back. We'll be playing the next campaign when it comes out in Wave 2, and yeah, that's just so cool. I'm so sad that I didn't get all the unique discoveries, because I wonder what we would have found out. Would we have saved Earth? Maybe if we had found all of them, would we have been able to save Earth? I don't know, but that's it for this campaign. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me until the end. It's been a pleasure doing this. It's been so much fun sharing this with you guys. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.